Sorry.
No, I got BSBs. I got some BSBs.
But it's the biggest game of the weekend.
When the chips are down,
Get the chips up.
This your boy Stefan, aka Deanza Forever Life, aka College Dropout. But it's okay. Love you anyway.
This is Danny from Get Your Chips Up University. That's all we do out here. Get your money up.
Timo, Shabupalabupi University.
James Levine, Black Sand A&M.
And the chips are down, episode 31. As you can see from the score, actually the question everybody is asking, can Danny pull off the greatest comeback ever?
True. It's close.
Now,
You just gotta hit one parlay.
he
What's
had
your percentage?
he had been from always being the loser in the big pots, right? But you come this week, you hit 5 in a row, hit all 5. All of us got fucked at least once, but you hit all 5.
Because they were money lines.
On what?
On the Royal Rumble.
He did get the baseball
any
one
spread?
though. He got the Rays. Everything was spread actually,
Oh, was it?
and he hit all the spreads.
Oh.
Yeah. He was the only one that hit all the spreads.
So technically, did I hit a 5-teamer? I mean,
You did, and you actually got paid like a 5-teamer would, so you're welcome. As you can see, Timo is starting to come down to life a little bit.
I know a
And
little bit.
Stefan, there's a conspiracy now that every
It is
time
not a conspiracy. It's a trend.
This is it.
This is like the fourth or fifth
This
time.
is a game plan.
Yeah, this is a
game
trend.
every time he ends up in last place. And you know what's funny is I didn't send the score until maybe the early afternoon, and then an hour later we got the injury report of
Yeah, I know what. You know what's hella funny? I didn't even
backwards.
notice the score. You said like these are the current scores, and I thought you meant the odds of the NBA playoffs because it was so small. And then I saw the maybe like the fourth time I hop in the chat after you sent that message, I see the little white on the little white picture. I'm like, oh, that's what he meant. Our our updated scores for chips. And then I saw the whole other. I was like, oh, this guy's in last place.
yeah, he has also how his day went too. He's like he finally seen it like actually I think that I think I'm getting a bit sick.
My son is sick. It's not contagious, but he's sick.
I gotta be here. Though.
Nah, you know what? Let's not joke. Like they're actually sick. So
That's true.
I hope y'all feel better.
But not
soon.
50. But 50's not sick.
Yeah, 50's not sick.
Yeah,
They're sick. You know, we help the best for them, but 50 is not sick.
just to be clear, he is in good health, just missing today's game.
Acting like he couldn't walk down the street for like an hour.
No.
But he is right though, because usually he has a big week after. So let's see if that continues. We have the NBA playoffs have started. We have the play-in game. It's going to be a part of our marquee matchup. Before we get into the play-in game, though, we are going to get into the trivia. This week, that trivia is worth 2,100 BSBs.
21. Can you do something for me?
Can you do something for me?
And Sarah, what do we have for our trivia today?
She was like, okay, you gotta tell me where that candy is first, and then we can do trivia. What fucking store?
Name me the last
Tell me the
5
fucking store.
mayors of Johannesburg, Virginia.
You're like, we about to just get deducted points. That was probably not the best way to
Danny
start
got
off
enough now that we can start deducting.
I better shut up.
So what we're gonna do is actually, so today we're gonna name all the people who have been on the receiving end of a touchdown pass from Jared Goff. He's
Name me the 5 last mayors of Johannesburg.
He's actually thrown.
Of golf?
Yes.
Last 5.
No.
Or just 5.
All 27. So we're just gonna take turns, left side, right side. I believe it was 27. I can count really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I know Dr. T can name all 27. Shout out Dr. T in the chat.
Dr. T, welcome to the chat.
Wait, everybody wait in the chat.
Dr.
Okay?
T, just so you know, the question
wait
for
for it.
trivia is going
Wait
to
for
be naming all the players that have received a touchdown pass from Jared Goff. He's thrown a touchdown pass to 27 players throughout his career so far.
Fuck.
Stephon Diggs.
So go go ahead
Whatever.
and I will.
Let's rock paper
Rock, paper,
scissors to
scissors. Yep.
see who goes first.
Go.
All right.
Are you sure you should?
Hey, this might be your week. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Things are flowing around.
Fuck.
Yeah, you know. At least you got about 4 rounds in there.
Fuck you, Danny.
What?
I should have known as soon as 50. Where are you?
Let's go.
All right. So you guys go first.
I don't know, man. I feel good tonight. I'm not in last. I washed my hair before I got here. Like, feeling. I got my Warriors jersey on. Shout out,
I
you know.
smell herbal essence. I kind of smell something in there.
Playoff starts this weekend. You know, Saturday,
There you go.
NorCal, the highway rivalry. Let's go.
Nice.
Who y'all got? First one.
For
Passing touchdown. We'll get into the playoffs later, but touchdown.
you want to go?
If you have one, I'll let you go first because you're feeling good. Yeah, let's talk about it first. His whole career.
Whole career.
Oh yeah. That's one. Yeah, you say it though.
I'm in Ross St. Brown. Touchdown, right? Come on. No. Let's get the easy ones out the way, and then we can fucking get the
I'm
stuff
on
later.
the list.
All right. T.J. Hawkinson.
TJ Hawkinson's correct.
Doing this for the right side.
Yeah, just do that one too.
Yeah. My boy, 2 girls and 1 cup. That's
Ooh.
cup K-U-P-P.
That's 3. Which shout out to Dr. T, right? That was the name of his fantasy team, right?
there you go.
Little Dr. T shout out.
To the left side.
Hey.
Honorary member of the left side.
Brandon Cooks.
That's a good one.
Are you sure? Is he? I mean,
He was there for so long. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
he had to be that part of that team. Yeah.
All right. My boy, and actually, no, you know what? I'm just gonna say his name. That could have been taken the wrong way. I don't want to get KSI'd out here. Robert Woods.
Yeah.
What up, Alex?
Yo, what up, Alex?
What up, Alex, in the chat?
Hey, Alex, how the Giants do tonight against the Dodgers?
You suck. Don't worry, they suck too.
Oh, fuck. Let's say out the backfield, DeAndre Swift.
Damn it! I was trying to keep that for later.
DeAndre Swift is also a player. I was going to say, just if Alex is tuning in, the trivia question that we have is who are the 27 players who Jared Goff has thrown a touchdown pass to? If you know an answer, try to refrain from putting it in the chat because we have cheaters on the board.
And if you're out there, the official first season of the real SFL starting, Alex is going to be in there with the team, with the Packers, Dr. T and Sarah with the Lions.
I think he might have thrown one. He's been there for a while too.
Wait, on which team?
On the Rams. That's what you're talking about, right?
That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking the same. So
But what if we're wrong? Okay, fine.
See you soon, Dr. T. Thank you for checking in.
Higby.
Fuck, I was going to guess that.
Yes.
I mean, we had to get the ones that we kind of know, and then we can start like really guessing.
Shit. Okay.
Now it's getting tough.
Because he was only on the Lions for 2 years.
Yee. You know you want to say Megatron, bro.
So who the fuck was on the Lions?
Megatron. Meg.
I like the hostile environment.
So with me.
Fuck, I don't
Joe
know. You know what? Let's just say Jamal Williams. It happened once.
Ooh, shaky,
17
shaky.
rushing touchdowns, 0 receiving touchdowns.
All right. Well, that's cool. We took it.
No, you have to give me one to secure a win.
No,
We
we,
did that.
we
We
went
started
first.
God
Oh, all
you have
right,
an X,
whatever.
like,
All right,
it
doesn't work that way, I guess.
I guess.
How you gonna say to the person who works it how it goes?
Uh,
Make 'em lose automatically.
I had to lock in Samoa.
Let's
Now
see
fuck them.
let's see here. Oh, we went first on that round. That's why.
It's alright. It's alright. I don't know his first name. I know the last name on the jersey.
Looks like there's a lot more Rams players than there are.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I think that's the movie actor. I was gonna say Ryan.
Yeah, that's an actor. That's the actor.
I'm gonna be so sick when I tell you some of these names.
Oh fuck. Okay. I want to guess if they get it, they'll win. But
If they
Oh.
if they don't get it, you get a chance to
Has to.
Todd Gurley.
Gurley's on there.
All right.
Congrats. Let me
Hell, I forgot about Gurley.
wait, let me throw out some guesses that I'm just curious.
Go
I thought
for
of
it, go
after
for
I got
it.
it. Tavon Austin,
Yep.
Josh Reynolds.
Josh Reynolds.
Yes, he's on there.
Josh, yeah,
So here's some of the names you guys didn't mention. I'm just gonna run through them. So we had Cup, Robert Woods, Todd Gurley, Tyler Higbee, Josh Reynolds, Amon Ra, Sammy Watkins, Gerald Everett. You guys did say T.J. Hawkins.
Ooh, see, I wasn't sure if he actually threw it a pass to him.
You guys did say T.J. Hawkinson, right? And
Yeah.
then there was Brandon Cooks. You already said that. Brock Wright, Swift was said. Shane Zylstra, Khalif Raymond, DJ Chark,
Ooh.
Ken,
Oh, because he's on the
I was thinking of the other receiver.
That's a good one.
Kenny Britt.
Ooh,
Kenny
damn,
Britt.
old school Kenny Britt. Hey, my dog Kenny Britt. He was cool for a little bit.
We got Quintez Cephas.
Yeah.
Tavon Austin was said.
Yep.
I see James Mitchell.
Oh, I love James Mitchell.
Jamison Williams. Justin Jackson. Jason.
I don't know if
Cabin-
Jameson had one.
Jackson makes sense too.
Jason Cabinda. Van Jefferson.
Van Jefferson.
Van Jefferson, yeah.
Daryl Henderson. Cam Akers. Malcolm.
I was gonna say if he threw one to like Akers one time, but I'm not gonna take that risk.
Lance,
The running backs felt risky after Jamal, right?
Lance
I
Kendricks.
know that's tough.
And Malcolm Brown.
Fuck.
Congrats, though.
That was good. That was a good one. Good round. Good round.
All right, for the as the winners, you guys will get to choose which marquee matchup we're gonna get this week. It is gonna be both playing games tomorrow to lock in those final seedings. That means Heat versus Chicago
Shit.
and Timberwolves versus OKC.
Wait.
Shit. I mean, marquee, but they're not. They're both on Friday.
Friday, whatever. I don't care. Sorry for the wrong day. It's the right
Yeah.
teams, right?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one?
Wait. So wait. We have to pick both.
Pick which game you want to pick, and then pick the spread on that game.
So it's
Actually,
It's gonna be like 3. I can see both of those games being 3.
okay.
I do have the spread on those two. That is going to be OKC in Minnesota. It's Minnesota favored -4.5 to OKC +4.5, and then
Minnesota.
yeah, and then Chicago Miami. It's Miami favored 5, Chicago +5. This is for that final 8 seed spot.
Yeah.
So both about 5 points to 4.5 points.
So even since Minnesota lost, they still have one more chance to stay in the playoffs. Is that how it
Correct,
works?
'cause
Okay,
they were
I
the
just
8
I
and
don't pay
9.
attention. I don't give a fuck about basketball.
I kind of want to go with the Miami game. I can't see Miami losing twice. Their squad is too good.
Those are your famous last words right there. I've said that so many times in my life.
I just don't know what kind of Minnesota team we're gonna get, especially with Gobert back. And then Edwards had such a bad game. I don't know.
See, too many questions. Why don't we just pick the other one?
I'm saying like I'm down.
Oh no! Because the other way. No, never mind.
I'm down to pick Miami against Chicago. Give you my opinion.
So, and then on the other game, who would you take if you had to take one?
I don't know.
So Minnesota
Maybe
Who's
okay,
Minnesota's
maybe
playing?
OKC because they get
Minnesota's playing.
buckets.
Yeah, Minnesota playing OKC.
And OKC is the plus 4.5.
Minnesota is.
No, OKC is
OKC is.
Right?
Cinderella story.
OKC is.
Thinking like Cinderella story a little bit.
No,
OKC?
no, not against Minnesota. Those are both bad teams that are playing against each other.
Fair enough.
Because all these teams, I think, were separated by like one
Yeah.
game towards the end.
Yeah. Well, this is.
Want to rock paper scissors for it?
I was about to say. So
You OKC, I'll be Miami.
sounds good.
All right. I guess Miami.
Miami
Leave
5.
it up to chance.
I'm going to go OKC because I don't trust either of these 4 teams to cover a spread of
5, pretty
anything.
much.
Yeah. I would have even went on the other game, Chicago, just because the Heat looked, I don't know if anybody watched the game, but they looked especially bad. The Heat.
But
I don't know if it
so did
was.
Minnesota in the other game too.
No, they did. That's why I'm going OKC.
Yeah.
But the Heat was the team that was supposed to be like, maybe they can get in and sneak give somebody a hard series. Like, nah, I haven't seen a Heat game all year. I guess since All-Star break, they're cooked. They're done. I don't even know what the problem is. I don't know if it's because Hero had a pretty good game. Jimmy had a pretty good game, but I don't know. Are the Hawks pretty good? Maybe. But the Bulls are so iffy, though, that you guys took the Heat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can very well
Do
see
you have
that.
the over/under on that game yet?
There's a over/under on not the OKC game doesn't have an over/under yet. The Bulls, though, is 208.5.
Bulls 208.5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Minnesota and under.
Whatever that ends up being.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think. I'm trying to base it on more of like what the public will do a little bit. I feel like people are gonna probably lean towards OKC and over. So I'm gonna try to fade the public on this one a little bit.
I think it depends at where it comes out at. Like the Warriors
I can see like
is
215.
Yeah, I can see that. But
Maybe
it
not
seemed
as high as
like
today's game, because it was like 224. So I can see 10 points less, just because maybe Minnesota plays a little better defense. I could be wrong. I don't know.
right.
Just because they have Gobert and like bigger players, so it might be a little bit harder to score on them.
All right, doubling up on that. Danny,
Just 'cause I
you
don't
wanna
do anything with these other parlays?
you wanna parlay and double that up?
This is
No.
too risky.
30% in.
It took me forever to fucking just pick
Pick
one of the
a
two.
winner.
Yeah,
Go on the
like,
other side.
I'm good.
Bringing down to what last week Danny won, so we're gonna bring it right back around to the Survivor.
Survivor.
I'm a survivor.
And on this Survivor, we are going to do the same exact thing. It is going to be what MLB team is going to cover the spread coming out this weekend, weekend slates. As Danny had mentioned, I think is the Giants game over? It's kind of curious.
Yes, they got smoked. by the
Smoked.
Dodgers.
Smoked.
Sorry,
by the
Alex.
They
Dodgers.
were up. They were up 3-0 and then smoked in the pancake.
So this weekend's MLB games, pick a team, and same teams are now off of the. So what was that? Dodgers. Who'd you go with? You went with Dodgers.
I went Dodgers. It's my dogs.
Rays.
Those are my
gone.
dogs. Just to let you know, Alex, I'm a Dodgers fan. Now what?
Angels are gone and Braves are gone. Those are all the teams that will not be able to choose. Since you won, Danny, let's go ahead and do a rock, paper, scissors, and let's just get out the way. Me and you. Just do it.
Oh, it's 2 out of 3, huh?
Yeah.
Why are you playing like that?
Fuck. All right, you two.
Oh yeah, final line. He gets it. Woo! And I'm gonna fuck up again, anyways, cause it's baseball.
My left side friend. Let me check.
Ooh, it's the 13th tomorrow and a Thursday, so let's just stick on Timo Thursdays because I messed up and I went on a Friday. Who we got? We got Oakland versus Baltimore. Oof, I don't want to pick that because it's just kind of scary. And shout out the Rays, undefeated.
Undefeated, have not
Undefeated,
lost
still,
yet.
Still putting in that work. There's some good games here tomorrow.
Forgot that's a home game.
You know what? I'm gonna go. Oh wait, who did you pick last week?
I went Braves.
Okay, cool. So Blue Jays are good.
You could, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna just take Toronto to cover against the Detroit Tigers.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it just seems right.
Danny, bring it over to you.
You're gonna pick San Diego or Milwaukee? I'm just kidding. Is that the series already?
I am gonna do Friday. I'm picking the Mets versus the A's.
Oh, good. God damn it! I should have gone one more damn day.
But the thing is,
There's
they're playing.
another good one too.
They're
I
playing
just
in
saw.
Oakland, which is a pitcher's park. But I'm hoping.
Oh, and they have Caprilin pitching tomorrow. Caprilin, isn't he one of our best?
No,
No, he's not.
bro. His ERA is at 11 right now.
Oh, he's the guy.
God damn.
He's the guy we saw. No, we saw
Yeah,
Fuji?
yeah.
Fuji.
He also doesn't have a good ERA. The Caprillion or whatever is the same pitcher that pitched last Friday against the Rays.
I won money on that one, I think.
Sorry, my boys. I love my A's, but you know
You don't.
I do. But
Where's Haku at when you need him?
but when the matchup's right,
All right. Let's see.
I don't know. I kind of need a charger. I kind of need a charger too.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Because I'm kind of maybe thinking of
The matchups are kind
an
of
underdog here.
The matchups are kind of like, for most of them, are pretty decent.
You know what?
Fine, getting a +1.5 might be a pretty solid week.
I'm going to fuck around, though, and just no nonsense here. Beebs in the Trap is pitching on Sunday. We're going Guardians, Nationals.
Yeah, I was about to say there's that. That was the one.
I had to pick the right pitching day, though, because
you never know.
the Nats they got hitters. I don't know why, but they've been covering some fucking spreads. Nobody's felt safe right now, except anybody who plays the A's. So
all
any
A's are
decent
just
team
it.
plays the A's. So that was actually a smart pick right there.
I'm sorry, guys.
I
love y'all.
At least we beat, fucking what's his name?
Otani?
Otani.
Yeah,
At least
opening
we got that.
opening day.
At
Opening
least
day.
we can hang our hat on that.
Now down to the future. We're gonna bring it to. In this week's future, we're gonna bring it back to NBA. It is going to be who is going to win the NBA Finals. We have our previous futures out there, which was Danny with the Warriors, 51 with the Clippers. Timo went with the Bucks, and I went with the Celtics. So let's see now. There's new odds. I put those in the chat. Fresh odds are out. Let's do another rock, paper, scissors and see what we got.
Oh, thanks so much. You have to try so hard. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Danny, let's do this again.
Hey, maybe third time's the charm, bro.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
There's one thing that Danny can win, and
You know what? Next time I'm throwing BSBs on it.
All right, here we go. Wait, I know your plan.
What?
I know what you do. right, here we go.
Dog, we'll go 1 or 2 here.
no, see, I already know. I know. I just gotta slow you down a little bit. You get a rhythm going, and I don't know. He stopped doing that. See, he can let you get the rhythm still. Here we
You
go.
beat me last time with the rhythm, literally like 2 minutes ago.
I'm not gonna try my luck again. Here we go. Yes. See, that's what I'm talking about. Gotta throw him off. He knows my moves.
Features. Already changed it.
If there's one thing, if you know about me, is I believe heavily on hedge life is the best life, and the only other person that might meet me in the finals is James, and he has the Celtics. So I'm gonna put my money on the Celtics.
Makes sense.
At least I get to the championship.
Makes sense. He's probably gonna do the opposite and pick the Bucks.
Probably, but unless you pick the Bucks.
No, I'm gonna double down.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm gonna double down. Cause
I'm a double down.
If there's one team that can flip the switch in the playoffs, don't matter about the worst road record, it's the Warriors.
Until that actually matters and it becomes a.
Probably, but you know.
I'm gonna double down on the Warriors.
You know, since last time, they've actually gotten worse odds. Well, for you, I think it was like plus 1,200, 1,300 the first time around. It's now down to 850, which is interesting.
Yeah,
So Vegas is thinking they're hot right now.
Yeah, I don't know what sportsbook ESPN uses or whatever, but they're literally the 4th favorite to win.
They're still the 4th favorite here too.
Well, yeah, I'm saying, but
Well, you were before when you got it. It was like way further down, huh?
yeah, it was probably like probably still like top 8 or top 10, but
But yeah, that makes sense. James, you gonna go the Suns?
So I can either go, like I can go Bucks. I don't like those odds though.
Odds are sucky.
But I'm thinking like, because it's Bucks, Celtics, Sixers. So
get some good odds.
that's actually what I'm gonna go with.
Sixers?
I'm with the
Let's see.
Sixers because
Okay.
basically the winner of that series is gonna play the Bucks. So let me at least get the second round sewed up,
That's
so
a good
I'm getting into the Eastern Conference.
Nice.
Either way, and what are those odds? Plus 1,000? Plus 1,000? Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're going with the Sixers.
Nice one. Sick.
I'm curious if 50
50's gonna
doubles
go
down
Suns.
on that.
No, 50's gonna go Suns, so he could meet the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. And that's how it's gonna
Now
Well,
the
if he-
problem if he went Suns though, he's gonna have one out in the first round because they play each other. Suns
Oh, do they?
Clippers.
Suns Clippers play each other. Ooh. Okay,
So he
probably
could,
wouldn't, yeah.
but he would ensure that somebody's out.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe why not the Nuggets?
What are their odds?
Plus 1,000, same as the 76.
See, the one thing I don't like is that they're kind of spreading the floor in the West that is a little bit more unpredictable. And somebody like, because you play the Kings, right?
yeah.
Are you did say in the chat recently that you felt confident in that. Is that still?
Yeah.
How do you think that series goes? Is it tight? Is it go to 7? Is it a sweep?
It's probably gonna go 6 games. Warriors winning 4-2. It's gonna be tight in a sense where like it's gonna be so high scoring, like that's gonna be tight. Like the score is gonna be tight because they're just gonna be going. It's a shootout each game.
Right.
There may be one blowout in there, and that's probably gonna be like maybe like a Warriors game like in SF.
Right.
But I think 4-2.
Okay. So
Yeah.
in 6, winning Golden State.
Yeah. 6 games, and they say they're gonna be driving from here to Sacramento 'cause it's only an hour and a half.
Right.
So, even if it goes 6 games, so there's no flying involved, I'd be comfortable with that with them if they win it, going to the second round, going against either the Lakers or Memphis.
That's who the second round would be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess this only works in their favor because they only have to travel so far that it's like not necessarily really a road game, but it's still a road game.
Right, you don't get because that's kind of where it starts taking a toll in the playoffs is travel, so that kind of saves you a little bit.
I still think this is the team they don't want to play though. I think
Kings?
Yeah, the Kings. I think so.
I think it's the opposite. I think it's the one team they do want to play.
I don't know. I feel like they probably could have a better chance with people they already kind of play against, already know.
Well,
already been met them through
The way I look at it, and it's been mentioned like in NBA media, is that especially with Wiggins coming back, like playing a team that sucks on defense will help Wiggins maybe a little quicker to get his rhythm back, because like the defense is not there, offensively. His rhythm offensively back. That's what I'm trying to say. Because so
I think there's a few things at play here. I think the fact that, funny enough, I feel like the fact that you're like, this is the team that we want to play is, and that's probably the consensus. I feel like that's a more of a deterrent, because I feel like anytime a 3 seed with home court advantage being an underdog, and they're actually underdog on the series. So like the matter of fact on the series, because they have like the sports books will have prices for the series altogether, and I'll pull that up because I thought that was interesting. For this, the Warriors are actually the most favorite out of every series. So it's like minus 275 to plus 225.
yeah.
I feel like the Kings are the most interesting team in the playoffs to me, because there's absolutely no experience. Off of that alone, that's a huge plus that the Warriors are going to get. They also probably have one of the deepest teams as far as just players that can contribute equally. Fox is the star, but everybody else has been throughout the season, because I think they're the number 1 in offense, right? Everybody
Warriors
else
number 2.
right. I feel like getting somebody like Wiggins in the playoffs and having to, because usually you get into the playoffs and your rotations are set. Matter of fact, you maybe only have like 7, maybe 8 guys that you're rotating.
We have 9.
That's a little weird. Like that
because
sometimes doesn't
Here-
help,
here-
because
look,
people get
here's our
minutes
starters.
that they shouldn't.
We have the Splash Brothers.
Right.
We throw in Wiggins in there, Draymond and Looney. Then go to the bench. We got DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo.
Tongue tied. We got Jordan Poole, Kuminga, GP2.
Yeah,
We are deep.
it's deep, but in the playoffs, as soon as you start adding somebody into rotation, where rotations are tight because minutes have to be tight, can we get starter minutes from Wiggins, who hasn't played basketball? And I mean, obviously we are, but are they going to be as productive as they should be? Is this a little too late to add in somebody? Now you kind of don't have a choice, because you need him to do well. But Wiggins is the wild card in this, because it's either the thing that's going to take him over the top, or it's the thing that's going to make rotations look kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it's just because obviously with the system that he knows the system, so it should help out. Same way how GP2, when he came in, he was already kind of already helping us out, especially on the defensive side.
Right.
So like, I don't know, just what I think, but we'll see. That's why they play the
But
games.
according to his jersey, of course he's going to think like that, folks. That's just what we should expect.
Yeah, but also,
But-
I'm also a realistic fan. Like, I talk shit about my teams whenever, but I don't know. I kind of feel, I don't know. The West is weird this year. Most of the lower seeds are the ones
And
favorite to go to the championship.
And that's why I think
Right.
it's a little
Finals.
bit scarier playing the Kings, because I think they're not afraid of y'all.
And we
I
ain't
think-
afraid of them.
Well, yeah, no, but it's more like
You shouldn't
I'm not
be,
exactly
but the
like,
pressure's not on
I'm
you,
not
them.
For them, it's like nah.
The
like, you know
Game 1, the pressure is all on the Kings.
I don't
First-
think. I mean, according to every single, according to Vegas, it's not.
No, I know, but if Kings don't win that first game, it's bad for them. It's gonna look bad for them.
No, it is
But-
fair.
And then they have all the pressure. First game in 16 years. A team, like you said, that has no experience. People are going to be there. We don't know how many people are going to travel from the Warriors to
But see,
Sacramento.
I think. Well, I think that people
We don't
might
even know how many
travel.
Warriors fans are in Sacramento already.
People might travel, but I think that in one of these situations, it's gonna be. I think the arena is gonna be crazy, because
Dog, $500 cheapest ticket.
right, you haven't been in the playoffs for that long. I think the crowd is gonna be a deterrent for a team that's awful on the road. But I just don't think the pressures are on a team that nobody has expectations for it. Everybody's kind of like, oh, it's happy to be there type of thing. I don't think there's
I
any
don't know.
pressure on them.
Like you said, they're also the third seed. I don't know if they're just happy to be there.
Well, I honestly, if I'm just like looking at this, if I'm a fan and the Raiders are a 2 seed, let's just say, I'm happy to be there. I would like to win, but I don't think that there's an expectation. Everybody's writing them off. Nobody. So maybe
yeah.
only the fan, but I don't think the fans are looking at it as like a pressure. Like if
I
we don't
think
beat the
this-
Warriors, like it's a failed season. It's everything on top is a cherry on top. The future is there. The right core of people is there. I think that this is a team that the Warriors, if they're not careful, and I'm not saying that they are because they've been to the playoffs many times, can be kind of get caught looking ahead a little bit. Already the talk is already seeing the chat is like, well, I can't wait to see the Grizzlies in round 2.
Well, I don't know. Well, I mean,
Alright,
that's me talking, but everybody, like all these players, like in press conference right now, they've all said they're not looking over the Kings. Like they know their focus is on the Kings, but. I just feel confident that we could beat the Kings. We finished 3-1 against them in the season in season series. We had, like I said, we had the second best offense in the whole league after the Kings, and that's with Curry missing over 30 games. That's with Wiggins missing the last two months, and we still were the second highest scoring team.
See, but that's the thing about NBA though. They don't play defense anymore, so points to me is not necessarily how many turnovers y'all got.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the one issue.
That's more important to me is because it's like, okay, that matters like when it comes down to actual playoffs.
Okay, yeah,
because your points are not going to be reflecting what you do in the playoffs.
True,
because you're playing better defenses, actually trying to play.
Right, when you're running up 150, 160 against the Blazers, okay.
Because blowouts.
Same for them too, but like
exactly.
All I'm gonna say is the Warriors have proven in the past, especially last season, like literally going back to last season, that once they have to just focus on one team in a 7-game series, like they can fucking do it.
I think
they can. I don't think nobody's saying that they can.
And I know the Kings kind of let off the gas pedal the last week and a half because they had the third seed wrapped. But we had probably after the Lakers the second best record since the All-Star break. So
the Warriors are hot. Don't get me wrong. I think the two things that are important in the playoffs I think the one thing though that the Kings do, I think experience is going to be the thing where I don't know how Fox is going to perform. I don't know how but the one thing that the Kings do superior is they rebound way better. They offensive rebound way better, and the turnover, offensive rebound to me, those are the key stats in the playoffs because they're just talking about it's possession to possession. Now I do think that this is set up to the Warriors are going to have 2 or 3 blowouts at home or they blow them out. But I think if the Kings can get those grindy wins and it gets to Game 7, I think it can get interesting.
I think it goes Game 7, but Warriors win it in the 7th.
That's how I feel. I still feel like the Warriors win, but I'm just seeing Vegas is completely disrespecting. Vegas is it feels like bait. If I'm just reading the books and where Vegas needs that money to be, it feels like bait. Now, moving into the plus 1,000, where I cooked this one up specifically.
I hate this one.
For Danny, and it's probably the worst possible situation for Stefan to not be here to have to pick up. But what does any of us know when it comes down to it?
True.
We have a full slate of MLS games this weekend.
Woo! On the screen it says select one team for each spot.
That is last week's.
We have the plus 1,000 on here? This last week. All good.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's okay.
MLS what?
It is the MLS pick 3 games to have the most combined goals. The team, the person, the contestant with the most goals combined wins the plus 1,000. We're going to start this off with rock, paper, scissors. Danny, third time's a charm.
Fourth time's the charm.
You know what? Out of all this probably be the one that you would get. The one that I really want first. Fuck. See? I knew it. Fuck. All right.
It's the MLS. Nobody knows shit.
YouTube for a second. Let's see.
Yeah.
You know, though, Danny always drops me just enough.
Information.
Just enough
He always
info.
gets you. He always gets you that way too. Hey, what you thinking? Who do you like this week?
I was going to start. I forgot before I jumped right into rock, paper, scissors. I was going to start with Danny. So update us on the... But you know what? We're just going to go straight up with... First of all, we're going St. Louis, Cincinnati.
Fuck. Yeah.
Let's just get buckets here.
Yeah.
Started off nicely. Then I'm gonna fuck around with the battle for LA. I'm gonna go Galaxy FC
So just the game total.
game total, right? So
Okay, cool.
combine those two, right. And
Oh, all three? Fuck.
should I fuck around with? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with my guys. I'm gonna go with Atlanta versus Toronto. Is Toronto any good?
I don't know. That's what you get.
Fair. So those are my three. I'm just kind of curious to look at.
You picked two of the ones that I wanted.
That's what I like to hear.
See, if
Not
you
that
pick
bluffing.
two of the ones he wanted, that means I have a chance to actually pick the ones that nobody wanted and actually win this damn thing. Let's see where. I don't even have a tab for it. Okay, here's the games. Oh, do they have bad scoring though?
Oh shit, St. Louis is doing pretty good for a first year team. I'm just looking at the standings right here. That's
who'd you get?
that's impressive. I went with Atlanta, Toronto.
Atlanta versus Toronto.
I went with both LA teams, and then I went with St. Louis.
St. Louis, huh? Oof. That defense a little bit too good. I need like shitty, mediocre guys that get buckets. Not bad. Okay. That's not bad. All right, I'm going to stay in this realm. All right. I'm going to take. Who did the Lunatics play?
You just picked them.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so next one. Who the. And you already picked Atlanta too, right?
I picked Atlanta.
Got it.
And LA. They play each other, so.
All right, who does.
El Tráfico.
Oh, they play each other and they're both ass. Yeah, fuck that. Who's RSL?
Salt Lake.
Real Salt Lake.
And who do they play? Dallas.
Dallas.
Ooh. Dallas. Did Dallas get buckets? They kind of get buckets. All right, I'll take that one. Let's see. Who's ATX?
Austin.
Who do they play? Vancouver? Where's Vancouver at on the Vancouver? Oh. All right, I'll take that one. And the last one for all the heebity-jeebities. Oof. They got good defense. I don't want none of that problems. Who's New England play?
Columbus.
Oh, my dudes? My Columbus crew?
The
My
crew.
the crew? All right, then I'm going with the crew.
Fuck. That was the other game I wanted. All three are gone. Okay. I'm just gonna pick whatever the
Oh, what happens if it's a
fuck
tie?
now.
If it is a
Let's do
tie,
rock, paper, scissors. Fuck it.
also pick winners for everything.
Oh, fuck. I don't even know who I picked right now.
And with that, I'm going Atlanta.
What if there's draws?
LAFC.
See, that's the thing about fucking soccer. Fucking draws.
And St. Louis. That's how I would go with. Then we go rock, paper, scissors. If it's double tie.
Fair enough. I will go, since you're typing all in. I'm going to go the crew. And then, what was the other one I had?
You had Austin versus somebody.
Oof. Let's go fucking the Vancouves. Seems reasonable.
And then you had Real Salt Lake. versus Dallas.
I'll take Dallas. Salt Lake looks like they're not doing too hot.
All right, Danny. Who do you got?
Earthquakes.
Plenty of games on the board.
Earthquakes.
So the first one I'm gonna take is Seattle versus Portland.
That was another one I was looking at. That was.
I felt like that was going to be too much of a defensive game. They both got.
Who do you got winning that, by the way?
I'm gonna go with Seattle, even though the game's in Portland. Big rivalry game. PNW stand up. They get down. Then we're gonna go with
Do it. Do it for the home team.
fuck me. La.
I can't wait to go back to another Earthquakes game.
Fucking
he showed me-
lit.
He showed me that there's actually like on the website you could actually get all the chants and say them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, that's
That is kind of lit.
Hi, man, whatever. I'm just gonna pick whatever. Next game is Nashville versus NYCSC.
And you're going with the winner?
I'm gonna go with Nashville.
Okay.
Nashville.
And lastly, oh God, this is fucking terrible. You know what? Why not? I mean, it kind of gives away one of my parlays. I'm gonna go with the Quakes against Sporting KC.
And you're going Quakes for the win. All right. I love MLS because it's all Saturday. So we're just going to
the LA
see
game. It's a
Sunday. So I'm going to have the last word on that one. Is there a reason why? Do they have like, is it special? Is it like SoFi or something?
No.
Probably makes sense.
No. I don't know why it's on a Sunday, but
Has that form? Because it seems like LAFC is doing pretty good. Is that a rivalry? Is that a rivalry?
yeah. It's a derby, both at two LA teams. It's called El Tráfico, because of all the traffic.
Because of
in
traffic.
That's pretty smart. I like it.
That's
I like
hilarious,
I like it.
actually.
I like that MLS is trying to be creative of how they're trying to like get
I mean,
people to watch the game.
it's the name stuck, even though a whole bunch, pretty much like 90%. I'm assuming, but it's 90% because a lot of my LA friends that are either LAFC or Galaxy fans hate the name, but
It's hilarious.
whatever, you know. I think I told him, bro, but it makes sense. Like it's LA.
Right.
But yeah, it's kind of like the changing of the guard right now in LA, because LAFC is the current champions. They're obviously like in second place right now.
And Galaxy is that legacy.
Galaxy hasn't won a game yet.
Oh, gosh.
You know they
They
haven't.
haven't won a game yet.
No, bro.
All
I'm
season?
telling, bro. He picked the games that has buckets.
So the Galaxy play, if I'm not mistaken, they play in Carson, right?
Yes, sir.
Where does LAFC play?
They have their own stadium in like near Compton, like near USC.
Okay, so it's around there.
Yeah.
Do you ever, because I'm kind of just looking in the MLS, if there's one thing they've been rapidly doing is expansion, which I think is cool. But do you ever see the Bay Area getting a second team? Maybe like a San Francisco,
No.
whatever. You think that the one is it?
What about Oakland?
Yeah.
Has there not just been like a
They're a USL team, different league, lower league.
any reason in particular? Because you see, like the bigger markets, LA's got two, New York's got two, Chicago has one, but
Yeah, I just don't think they.
Soccer's big enough.
I don't. No, bro. It's
that's too many
deep. It's
Latinos.
Deep.
They're
It's
not
deep out
being-
here.
That's true.
It is deep out here.
I mean, it's
But
pretty
are they
crazy
buying
that they're. I mean, if they're taking it to the Stanford Stadium, it seemed like it might be the case.
Yeah.
But you just don't see a second. Is it because like earthquake territory or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the market calls for another team in the Bay Area.
It's not big enough.
I mean, just because we already have so I mean we have the Oakland Roots and like stuff like that. Like we have teams out. And I'm not saying that like I mean LA has also like USL teams too.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I just don't know.
Because it seems like they're almost running out of
I just don't think
marquee cities.
Yeah, I just don't think there's a ownership group that would want to bring a team out here.
Right.
I would just say that it just comes down to that.
That would do the whole
There
thing.
just got to be an interested party to bring another one up here.
Right. Because you did say, if I'm not mistaken, with Austin, that Matthew McConaughey was a part of that.
He's one of the owners. Yeah.
Right. Right. So you'd
Yeah.
have to have some people come together that would want that. And if you already have the earthquakes, may not be too interested
and plus,
in it.
I don't think. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be an SF. I would have. I
Right.
mean, it would have
Where
to.
else can they build anything in SF at this
it-
point? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
True.
they got some fields out there, but they're like not like.
Yeah, not at the stadiums.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
So you
But-
don't need too much of a, like, it'd be kind of cool. I'm just kind of throwing something out there. If you end up doing it, fucking credit me for that shit. But like Kazar, like revamp that shit. You don't need too much space for a MLS stadium.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's what makes them so like the easiest kind of entryway into being an ownership group is the stadium's smaller. Like you don't need to be.
Well,
you're not building a state of the art type joint.
Outside of these big stadiums that some MLS teams have, like the average size on a stadium is like 16 to 18,000.
Right.
Like PayPal Park's at 16,000 or a little over 16,000. So, like it just like.
Although I am still shocked that Atlanta actually plays and like sells out the
And, yeah,
fucking
that
Atlanta
I mean
Falcon Stadium is crazy.
the Sounders play in the Seahawks Stadium, but I think they close off the top part, like the very top.
Yeah, of course.
Like how we close off Mount Davis pretty much in at the Collie. But yeah, there's some teams that are going to be on new stadiums that are going to be sitting a lot of seats, but we'll see.
Hey, 50's in the chat.
Hey, 50, fuck you.
Now, I will say this, though. We're not bringing a new MLS team in the Bay Area, but we are bringing a NWSL team to San Jose. Yeah, women's professional soccer coming to San Jose next year.
Are they going to play at PayPal?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's cool. I can take my niece to that.
A new San Jose team is
Because
coming.
Earthquakes too.
Women's game.
As we go through the personal parlays, 50, if you're in the chat, let us know what your winners are. We'll get to yours in a moment. But I'll actually get to his last for the first time in a while, Danny. So shout out to you. Timo brings us the final Timo Thursdays for the NHL season.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And what do you have for us this week?
I got more bullshit. Let me grab it real quick. I don't even know what I put. Boom, boom, boom. And
That's
boom.
not how you spell Norteña 50.
All right, we got the fucking some of my favorite teams. I kind of wanted to put on there.
Nortina?
So I don't know if these have any implications for playoffs or if anything's going down, but I do know that I wanted to pick the goddamn Jets. I wanted to pick the goddamn Stars, and I wanted to pick Timo for the last Timo Thursday. So I'm gonna go Timo. Oh, the odds close enough to do money line, huh? Nice. I'm going Dallas money line. Timo money line. Oh, the only one that I can't do is the Jets, huh? Money line, because it's a little bit too high. Or we're still rocking with that one?
It's a little too high.
That's a little bit too high, right? Okay, cool. Oof. I'm gonna do. Oof. All right, fuck it, the Jets.
Ooh, the goddamn
Because
Jets.
I was just like, at least, just keep it close. Just keep it, Avalanche, they actually caught fire towards the end of the year. So they weren't as bad as they were in the beginning, but maybe Jets need to fight. So I'm going to go with the Jets. I'm going to go Jets, Timo, and Dallas.
Okay.
I'll just say this, though. A few weeks back, maybe a couple months back or a month back, when we did the second round of the futures, I wasn't feeling so hot with Edmonton because that's why I went with Carolina. But my boys are on a hot streak the past few weeks. And remember the one thing we always agree on when it comes to Stanley Cup champions, the hottest teams going in.
This is true, and they've been extremely hot.
I was there on Saturday when they smoked the Sharks 6-1.
That's not necessarily the barometer for hot because everybody smokes the
Well, yeah.
Sharks. But they have been. I think they're the 2 seed right now, either and still kind of moving up. I think who's the one who has it kind of sewed up? Or do they have the one right now?
No, they have the 2. So 2 points separates them to the Knights for first place.
Nice.
And
Okay.
they're 1 point ahead of Dallas for like in second
For
and
the
third.
3. Okay.
So the Knights win their next game, they clinch first.
What about anything have to do with the Jets, or are they trying to just tank?
No,
They're
they clinched.
Oh, they clinched already. Oh, they might not play. What about Colorado? Do they have to? Are they? Clinched too?
Yeah, they clinched too.
All right. Well,
I think I think there's nobody trying to fight in. I think the playoff teams
well,
are
no.
there, and it's just spots.
Colorado is in 4th, 1 point behind Dallas.
oh,
Right, so like positioning is, but I
Yeah.
think all playoff teams are playoff teams. But I'm gonna go because there is an interesting stat where the Jets have gone under on the total like 70% of the season. So I'm gonna go under on that. I'm gonna go with the Devils. They haven't let me wrong quite yet.
Timo Thursdays.
Um,
Unless we all pick them.
true.
That's the only time they lose.
I'm looking to see what that Dallas total is. I'm gonna go over Blue Stars because the Blues get buckets and they also give up buckets.
Very true.
As 50 said, everyone smokes Sharks loud pack all season. That's true.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
when in the beginning of the season when Danny was like, "Don't be surprised."
And now Danny's like, I hope we get the 1 seed.
Hey, true fan though. I'll give him credit where credit is due. He's a true
Felt like
fan.
a Cowboys fan.
We make it to playoffs. But
All right, I'm gonna go with the Devils. Then I'm gonna go with
we're all fucked.
the Avalanche. Then I'm gonna go with the Stars.
Ooh.
Devils, Avalanche, Stars.
And 50 said he's taking Jets, Devils, and Stars.
Oh fuck, he has the same.
He with
thing
you.
as me.
Oh, y'all vibing? Y'all vibing, eh?
Damn it! That means Timo's done. So we all lose this one again. Hey, look, it's cool. Look, if I don't win, I hope y'all don't win. That's it. This is the name of the game at this point.
All right, you already know I make it very easy. When we bring it down, I got two legs, 2 games, both early games tomorrow. Yes, first inning, or yes, run first inning, no run first inning. Starting off with Boston and Tampa Bay, and then Oakland and Baltimore. And I'm going yes on both. Because you know what? The Red Sox are a fun team for totals because they get buckets, but they fucking love to give up buckets. The A's are a fun team because they get buckets, but they love to give up buckets. I will say, though, the one team that Danny hasn't said that's his team, that he said, like, he was more hesitant with the A's on because he with the Earthquakes. He was kind of like, don't be surprised. But with the A's, he was kind of hesitant with saying they're going to be. And you know what? The A's have looked impressive. They're doing that thing where they lose the game close every time. Like when you give up the game in the 7th to the 9th.
Watch the games,
Right. I don't see them
As a
get
fan,
blown
as a
out
fan.
too much. And they fight back a little bit too much for my liking. Because obviously I'm fucking fading the A's all year. But like they make the games a little hairy towards the end. So obviously it's like relief pitching is probably ass or whatever. But they still get those. It's like an A's thing. It's almost like in the A's DNA to get those clutch hits. Like for some reason they just love to clutch up. but I'm gonna go yes and yes on both of those.
I'm gonna ride with you. Ride
Ride in?
with you.
Can you pass me that lighter real quick?
Ride with you.
All right, first game for the A's.
Ride with you.
This will be yes. This will be no. We got no for the A's, and then we got yes for Boston.
I know he didn't look at the chat, but 50 said the same thing. Yes on Boston, no on A's.
50, we fucking vibing, bro. At this point, the universe
It's
wants
just
us to vibe.
is-
You know what? Hey, 50, you know what? This is perfect, though, because like we said, he doesn't show up, but the week he doesn't show up,
He does
that's a
start
good
hitting.
week. So, you know what? 50, let's go. We got this.
That's funny.
That's actually hilarious because he sent that as your second
literally
flip was
flipping
going.
up. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's meant to be. So, hey, what are you doing Friday? We should vibe out. Come out.
From there, we are bringing it back down to the left side, and Danny
Third place.
in third place. For the first time in quite a few weeks, you are now swerving
Weeks, like
outside of the
months.
chip.
As long as I was in first, he was damn near in last.
Yeah.
That's you're right, exactly.
Like
That might be
literally
the longest streak.
Longest streak in last
since
week,
mine.
Yeah, yeah, for real. No, real talk.
All right.
So Danny,
Way to go. Way to fucking go. Let's go.
All right, so this is what we got. We got Barnett versus Wrexham.
Fuck.
Over under 2.5 goals.
Fuck.
I went over on that.
Of course.
You know. Next we have Manchester City against Leicester City.
Fuck.
Over under is 3.5 goals.
Holy shit.
I went over on that.
Holy fuck.
And then lastly is the Quakes against Sporting KC. Quakes are favored by a negative 0.5. I'm going Quakes.
it's funny when Danny sent me these, I was looking at them, and on first glance, I was like, I actually might play this as well, like this in real life. I might do that. And then I got to the Quakes game, and I was like, ooh, I don't want to touch this shit with. Then Danny gave like a good reasoning for why the Quakes should. And I just, because you said Sporting KC is
So,
not as good.
Yeah,
Right,
they're-
it's the tie that always fucks me though. It's the
yeah,
tie that I
know,
never
know,
like
I know.
vibing
And
with.
I was saying I kind of wanted to go with the plus 0.5, but you know,
That's not his style.
I had already, yeah, it's not. And then I had already like made up my mind, and I don't want like I at times I do agree with you guys. Like this, for some reason, this time I was like, you know what, it's bad luck if I change my mind. So I'll go. So yeah,
50 also said he wants nothing to do
I
with
saw
this
that.
parlay. But I am going to.
it's like this. Sporting is just like the Galaxy, hasn't won a game yet. Only
Pick before you keep giving information.
I already told them all this.
They give me this information, yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this
Yeah.
one.
And then, so yeah, they haven't won a game yet. Only scored 2 goals. Has given up 8. Where the Quakes right now, they're still undefeated at home. Couple wins, couple ties, but haven't lost.
Oh, and a home game?
Yeah, the Quakes are playing at home. I'm gonna be there. Shout out the Ultras. And then the Quakes.
I'm an ultra.
And the Quakes have the Quakes have scored 7 goals and they've given up 8. That St. Louis game is the one that so far has hurt us the most because we lost like 3-0. But outside of that St. Louis game, we've been in every game.
All right, well, here we go. For the first time in Chips soccer parlay history, I'm actually going to be riding with Danny this week. Just because I haven't hit his parlays, and I just hope he hits it. And I'm done trying to fade Wrexham. 3.5. If it's that high, fucking
No,
right?
That
Fuck.
city.
Well, I know that's like
Oh.
I mean, like 3.5. Like, all right, look, whatever. And you know what? Yeah, we're just gonna rock with the Quakes. Just one more time. Just one more time.
There's
He
a-
picked it.
There's a reason why
It's his team.
I mean-
and I like those odds.
James know what the reason why City is 3.5 the over under.
That's why I'm going over on that game.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'll take the L of that not happening. Matter of fact,
Exactly,
I almost
well,
put in if I wanted to, because I was either gonna do the nerfies or I was gonna do props, and if I was, it was gonna be. So I looked at Haaland for a goal, but the odds you have to do 2 goals with Haaland
Yeah.
at this point. Like I wasn't even trying to do all that, but he could, and he probably will. I'm going over on that game. At this point, I'm
No,
tired of
50.
fucking fading Wrexham.
Can't do it, bro.
Look,
I'm
man.
just going-
I
Look,
tried 2 weeks in
man.
a row. I just-
Look, man. You rode last week, right? And then it worked out. But God, if you do put actual money on this and they don't hit it, I'm gonna fucking fight you.
Look, it's been free money, so I'm just putting. If it's just free money, I'm taking it. I'm going Wrexham, but I am going with Sporting KC, and I'm calling a tie on this one
Yeah, I feel like that. My heart told me tie.
because
But
this felt a
I'm just gonna
little.
rock with his heart this time.
Everything you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It does, but the thing that I don't
but
like,
I've been here before, where it does make sense and your shit goes wild.
right? And I think the stat that kind of turned me off was the. But you did say a lot of it is weighted by St. Louis. Like that game 3-0
Yeah,
is what
like,
made a lot of it.
Here, let me just real quick run down the Quake score.
Let me see.
And
I've been watching the Quakes.
Not trying to make this like a Quakes channel, but look, first game was
Yeah,
against
we are. Ultra left side.
First game of the year was against Atlanta. We lost 2-1. And that was a fluke. We were up 1-0. They scored the last 2 goals in like the last 3 minutes of injury time. Then we beat Vancouver 2-1. Then we beat Colorado 1-0. Then we lose to St. Louis 3-0. Then we tied Toronto 0-0. Then we beat Houston 2-1. And then last week tied 1-1 against the
So
Red
you
Bulls.
guys play good teams pretty close for the most part, or bad teams pretty close for the most part. If they're in the same type of realm of where the earthquakes are at.
Yeah.
Other
You
than
know,
that, if there's a good team, you get smoked.
And only out of all those games at home, only one of them was a tie, which was the 0-0 against Toronto. We have won most of our home games.
We were talking about your parlay when you had sent it to me, and everything feels a little too good. And I told him the only thing I would do different if I put this in real life, I like Man City, I like Wrexham, I'll just take that. But the only thing I would have done is I would have moved the Earthquakes to +0.5 and gone with that. So I think it's going to be a tie. I'm going Sporting on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
Feels a little too good.
They both are not really great.
the one thing that would
Right.
would
Like-
make sense was like the if it's not a tie, like the Quakes giving Sporting their first fucking win of the year. But
Hey, I was going to say all that. But
no, I know.
hey,
But I'm saying like so far at home,
But
we've
it
been
could
solid.
happen.
Out of 4 games, we only tied once and we won 3 times.
Danny, stop it, because all of this is making too much sense.
Too much.
And
too
with
much
your
bro.
shit, because soccer, it doesn't even matter about sense. It doesn't matter about just stop.
You know what this reminds me of? Back in the last time we made the playoffs, I think it was 2017, 2018. That wasn't a play-in. That wasn't like a bubble. Where I'm getting the vibes back again at PayPal Park. Well, at the end was Avaya. It was a fortress. Like it was so hard to win there. Like we were fucking savages. So
Well, it looks like I'm going to the game on Saturday, guys. I'm going to leave early, so I won't get the final score of the game. But I will be going, and I will be leaving early.
And you also doubled up with that being a part of your 3 games
yeah.
in the +1,000. Okay, so you got a little heavier writing on
You
it. That's
know.
how I know this is gonna go south as shit.
We'll see.
50
I'm
said at this
hoping
point.
I'm hoping for like a 1-0 win. Let the other games be a shootout.
I do agree with 50. Danny must be stopped at all costs because you know what it's because Danny's always makes the most sense. It's like something's fucking up here. I just know it. What is
It's
it?
going to be the 3.5 that's going to screw us all. Just let you know.
Or it's gonna be Wrexham. It's gonna be the one because I'm gonna put money on it. So just say at least chips up.
Everybody's thinking
dollars
the Tebow
down.
way.
I was telling James that I was so contemplating about making it a 4-teamer because I know City's gonna win. They have to win. They're trying to catch up to Arsenal.
Right.
And then so far every week, City has been playing before Arsenal. So City wins, then Arsenal wins because they got to keep the lead up.
Who do they play?
Southampton, I think. And
Oh, it is
Southampton's, like, in
Southampton.
last.
Yeah. So they should. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna run your thing in real life. Run your parlay in real life, Danny. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I almost made it a 4-teamer, but I was like, nah, let me not wild out when I got my chips up. Yeah, yeah.
Don't be a 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of,
Put that on a shirt.
speaking of, 50 came and just decided to drop a 5-teamer.
Fuck that. No,
I mean, when the chips are down.
that's how I stayed in last for the longest time, bro.
No, you stayed in last because you lost every fucking jackpot you possibly could. The odds for that to happen
I think we
are
should-
even greater than the odds of even hitting them. Because you had a last.
I'd be right behind this guy or ahead of him if I hit all those.
Bro, you would have every BSB in existence right now if you hit those. You didn't though, and yes, 50 is gonna wild out. 50, I'm gonna go ahead and read yours out for the people to see. We got all playoff games, first round, no play-in bullshit. Brooklyn and Philly, that's over under 216. We have Atlanta and Boston, that's Boston -9, Atlanta +9. We got the Knicks and Cleveland, and that is Cleveland -5.5, New York +5.5. We got the Warriors and Kings, and that shit is over under 239. He didn't pick a winner. That total is absurd. And then Vegas Kraken for one more go.
Oh my!
And
bro, are you not sick of the Kraken after last week?
let me get one more look at because I think that line might have came out. And that's even. So that's not even. That's its money line. That's Vegas -125, Kraken +105.
Damn, do I want anything to do with this part?
So let me say what 50 said. Because he did send me what his winners are here. He said Brooklyn, Philly, over. He said Boston -9. He said Cleveland -5.5. He said Kings, Warriors, over. And then, of course, he went with the Kraken and went and took that.
There's always one that he misses, so I'm gonna ride with everything. But there's one that I just know. Wait, who does Boston play?
Boston plays Atlanta.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll just ride with 50.
No, he went Kraken over. That's what he says.
Oh, we're cracking over. Okay. Cracking over. And that game is
I'm just riding with 50.
at
I
6.
don't even want to think about it. He's gonna let me know if we won or lost.
Just complete ride.
Look, I'm riding with everybody today this week. Oh, except
Wait,
for yours.
who'd he pick?
Huh?
Who'd he pick?
He picked the over on Brooklyn, Philly. He picked Boston -9. He picked Cleveland +5.5 or -5.5. Excuse me. He went over 239 on the Warriors game, and then he went Kraken over.
Yep. Just gonna ride.
This one is feeling. I'm gonna be honest. 50. This one is feeling a little too Danny-ish. This one's feeling a little too. We're a little too strong gung ho on the favorites here. So I'm gonna go Philly Brooklyn over. I agree with you there. I'm gonna go Atlanta is gonna cover that because Atlanta in the playoffs gets a little sticky, and I think they'll still win. But I think and I don't even say I'm like when it gets to 9, especially in the playoffs. Even if you're up like 18, they can go on a run and cut it down to like 9. So I'm gonna say 9 on that. I actually like the Knicks to win outright in Game 1. I just hate 239 is so fucking much. But it's too. I'm over. I'm not gonna overthink that over, and I am gonna go under on Kraken Vegas. That's what I'm gonna go on that. But I had to. It felt a little too Danny, where you had to just find like where's it gonna happen? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna do Boston, but I felt like it was gonna bite me in the ass a little bit. So yeah, we'll just go complete ride.
They're the number 1 seed.
They might fight for a spot.
No, everybody's in the playoffs right now. Like they're all of the teams that are in it, but maybe actually they might be locked into the 8 seed.
I was about to say because they were close, but I don't know if they lost to no, they just didn't go over. I forgot.
They are locked in to the wild card. I guess they can pass the Kings technically
For the win?
for the 7, the Kings and the Wild, but maybe not. But they could. The Kraken could use this. Avalanche obviously need this, but going under on that.
I'm trying to think, like, what would be a score for them to go over 239? Like a legit score.
120, 125, 120, 122, 120.
That's NBA scores now, though. That's kind of, you see that more often now.
A little bit more often, but 239 is like a normal total is 215 to 220.
I know.
Like that's a whole
But
20
this is
points.
like the 2 leading scoring. I mean, but that makes sense why the under makes more sense because everybody.
Yeah, so what they're saying is it'd be 221 to 220 or 121 to 120. What was the score when you guys just played?
They beat them by fucking 155 points.
It was 152 to like 107, bro. But then Portland played no one.
No, I was saying the last time you played the Kings.
Oh,
Wasn't that just recent?
Yeah. Oh, I thought they were the Kings.
But
1997.
yeah, the Kings weren't playing their starters.
Well, okay, hold up then, because Danny went when we were talking about Kings Warriors. Danny went and said in the regular season we won 3 out of the 4 games.
I did also mention though the last 2 weeks they let off the gas pedal.
So really, it was just 2-1, the season series.
Still wins the series. I mean, season series.
Yeah, but the other 2 that you won were at home. We expect that. I'm just saying. It was a little propaganda, little Warriors propaganda. If 50 was here, we would have called that shit out. 50 said, y'all heard the ticket prices for opening night playoffs for SAC for what the Warriors are. Danny told us like $400, right?
$500 the cheapest ticket.
That's fucking crazy. But you know what? If your team hasn't made the playoffs in 2 decades, that's also what it would look like. That makes sense.
All right, fuck it. I'm gonna stop thinking about it. I'm gonna go Nets Sixers over. Pick the Celtics. Pick the Knicks. Dub Kings over. I'm gonna pick the Knights on the spread.
We have to go over under on that one.
I do.
That's what he did. He actually chose over under. It's 6.
What a fucking dumbass. Just kidding.
No, you're a dumbass.
I just hate this parlay. I just hate this 5-teamer. Only cause they gotta play. I'm gonna do the over. God, 50, bro.
All right, of course. Just kind of looking at the whole everything as a whole. I expect us to be out the very first game because we all went over on Brooklyn, Philly. That's not happening. Sorry, guys. And then I'm lone wolf with Atlanta. Me and Danny kind of vibing with the Knicks. I kind of like what I see with the Knicks. I actually think the Knicks win that series. I don't know. But we all went over. No, I went under on the Kings-Warriors game. And then everybody. I said over on that? Okay, so we're fucked on that. We're all over on that. And
I mean, if you want to switch it, go ahead.
Nah, we're just gonna because we're all why switch it when we're all losing that first game and Philly Brooklyn goes.
I'm gonna laugh
under.
if you would have won if you switch it to the under.
Nah, because if I switch to the under, you guys are all gonna win. I already know how this goes. We're all going down together on that one. Thanks, 50 for
bullshit.
Exciting one that the first game possible on Saturday, we're all out. And 50, we lost trivia as well. But to 50, we went, I make this executive decision. It was OKC, Minnesota Timberwolves for the marquee. And I went OKC plus 5.5. So we went on that. All right. And that's the last thing. We have a little bit of everything up until I think the latest game. We'll see, because a lot of real playoffs start this weekend, right?
Saturday.
And we can't really go past Monday and Tuesday because we don't know what that's going to shake out to be. So that means Thursday to Saturday is going to get pretty wild. We're going to need 50's MLS games so we can pick the rest of them. And
oh, yeah, right.
And we'll have to get all his information a little bit later. 50, you are now on the hot seat right now.
I hope you lose it all.
because he is now right now prized. Now, Danny, don't fumble the bag here. You got the comeback going right now.
And I think you're actually making a great run towards the playoffs this year of in the SFL.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
That is
doing
true.
doing some work out there.
Had some clutch
You
wins
won
coming
the
up.
Battle of Ohio.
Yes, I did.
You took Ohio. You 1-0 in the left side bowl. You guys are. Did you get him once or twice already?
No, he got me once.
So you guys split already. Okay,
Yeah.
looking pretty good. And you, yeah.
That was the
Oh,
the
so-
game that the league was looking to see. Like, all right, if Danny's for real, he's gonna beat the Steelers. If he's for real, like right now you hopped up on the
Actually
rankings.
get the win in overtime.
So you're saying I haven't lost in the division yet?
You lost that?
No,
said- you
he
said I
beat
got him.
me.
But you beat him, didn't you? I thought you.
No, no.
You ran all over him. Did you play twice already then, or no?
No, I lost, but I ran all over him.
Oh.
I still got him, but he got me.
Oh,
at
when
the
you said
end.
200 yards, I was like, I figured you won. Like, off of
No,
Goddamn.
I had somehow ran for 200 yards and still lost.
so he's balling out of control. Got it.
Is defense is nice. I was looking at the because the awards came out like the pre like just as we're going, and Danny's got Coach of the Year right now, and I want to say Jalen Hurts is in top 5 MVP.
It's just his picks are the bad look, but W's count more.
Hey, you're getting the wins that
Doesn't
need to be
matter.
gotten. That's for sure. And I forgot what the other ones are. Update that. But right after this game, we're gonna roll right back into. Right after this episode, we're gonna roll right back into SFL. Now, 50's final words here. He said, and I quote: "Fuck Danny, fuck Timo, fuck Ohio as a whole state,
Your team plays in Ohio.
fuck Bone Thugs, fuck Henny until we get back right." And then he said, "What can Brown do for you? Because they not doing shit for me." It is 50 now who's fighting for the playoff look.
All of a sudden, it's Quest for 6. Quest for 6. Quest for 6.
Back
Let's
on
go,
it.
baby.
What, is he at 3?
On it.
Is he at 3?
He's at 5.
He's got 5 wings.
Bro, he ate 3 the first one. And then he ate 1 more.
Wait, he ate 3 the first year? He lost.
No,
He
he
lost
had 4. No, he had 4.
He-
Because
he-
remember, he had a rebuy in. He ate 3 wings.
Oh no, I just mean moments.
Oh, just moments. Okay,
Yeah,
moments.
yeah,
Then,
yeah.
then this would be 3.
Because once you're in it and once you eat 1, you can. What's 2? What's 3? But like separate ones, he's got what 3? Because we ate the halfway point season 1.
Oh yeah. So 3.
Right. And I got 2.
Quest for 6. I got
And Danny's second is coming up.
Coming up. Yeah, next week.
cool. I got none, but
Coming soon.
No. We'll see how this ends on this season.
That sounds like
I think I'm gonna end like 9-8, 9-8, and then like maybe squeak in. I got tough matchups all the way through, so I think I could like split each one all the way.
going forward.
Yeah, going forward. So I might end up kind of dropping down a little bit.
But Danny went from wing talk now to looking at first place in the division. It's within striking distance. You got the Bucks coming up with Max Dugan, although they're actually pretty good. But and because this was the gauntlet, he's almost at the gauntlet. You have me one more time, and then it gets a little bit easier. All right, this has been episode 31. Timo, go ahead and lead us out for this one. Wait, 50 had one more thing to say. 50, wait, he said, actually, Sarah said 50 stomach enzymes fucked. 50 then says, I ate 3 to get me my chips up, not for punishment all the way. It's technically, right. It was right,
Your own
right.
punishment. Your own doing.
Then Sarah said, your physician going to tell you to slow down before you get acid reflux. And then 50 said, fuck him too. So take us out right now.
And then first and foremost, fuck 50. Fuck the NBA. Go Earthquakes.
Go Warriors.
Go Warriors. And yeah. So, just like Danny did, when the chips are down, get your chips up.
You know what's funny is if I was able to